Avenge, I'm not seeing you.
Start at the 32-yard line.
You got okay. You got sacked.
Avenge, it's just your name.
Yeah. Haley Collins.
Nah, let him punt. No, let him punt. Let him punt. You faking?
I'm not seeing
This guy said that wasn't me. That was you, Hustle. You was a runner. This guy said I was not.
Takes this one across the 35 to the 36.
It was. This guy said, yo, defense said, I'm going to go get ready. Yeah, go ahead and get ready,
some
bro.
kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Who's got the middle?
Rodgers to throw on second down. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Oh.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive
Damn,
yardage.
you let Bernard pick that off?
Taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Yeah, you were looking kind of precarious, bro.
Drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end.
We got a pick 6, though. We good.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely.
Go get him. Go get him, boys.
A lot about opening
Get
drives,
out of
how
here.
key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
Go get him. Go get him.
Throwing on first down is
Thank you.
Rodgers.
Oh.
Oh.
Go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Yo, bro, bring the heat, bro.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Go get him. You look.
Second down. And left side here, it's
Nah, bro. He's out of bounds. He's out of bounds. He's out of bounds. He's out of bounds.
At the 40-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch.
Boy.
Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line.
Won't have time, I don't think so.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in there. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 15. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
They go with Howard again. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Let's go. Come on, gotta go.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Nick Perry coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people, allowed to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And Robinson with a big catch. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Trubisky now off the bootleg. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Trubisky to throw again. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Jake Ryan leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
18. Move. Hey, 18.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent, that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Packers making their way out. As we look back to last year, I don't know that anybody foresaw how things would play out. Heavy favorites in the NFC North, but the injury to Aaron Rodgers that cost him more than half the season, ultimately too much to overcome.
And when you think about how Green Bay has played over the last 10 years, there's been a lot of sameness to them, and that's been good. Continuity, offense, defense, coaching staff. But a lot of...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And
Threw
he's
it
going to get
over
this
his head.
one to the 23-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays and offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. Trubisky will throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. This is Howard on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews
Welcome
as
to
a
the
player,
stream.
It's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
Yeah, he has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Chicago first down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky.
Come on, come on.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
There you go, you see it, gotta go.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words.
Hurry.
Again, it's Howard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will extend their lead. Parkey with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them...
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Leonard Floyd in there to get him for a loss of 5. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got his target. It's Kyle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 36 yards.
Let's go, come on. Let's go, come on.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Graham. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Rodgers to throw once more. This is caught with a catch right side. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Being chased out left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Steps away to his... And it's a touchdown for the Packers. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. For the Bears last season, Charles, as they come out here, a 2-game improvement, but when you go from 3-13 to 5-11, not enough to save their coaching staff. So in comes 40-year-old Matt Nagy. He's the new head coach and seems to be bringing a new optimism with it.
Yeah, and you hate to put too much on the shoulders of not just a new head coach, but a second-year quarterback in Mitchell Trubisky. But this is the city of broad shoulders, and I think that he has them, and he's looking forward to working with this new crew. And similar to teams that really elevated with coaching changes, the Eagles, the defending Super Bowl champions, the Los Angeles Rams last year, I think that can happen here in Chicago as well because of the structure they'll put in place for this quarterback. Head coach who knows quarterbacks, offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach. They will really work with this guy, and I think that this team has a chance to roll.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one taken for the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Move, move, move. Ready? Man, son. Hurry, hurry. Man, son.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And some space here. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So that'll back him up 5. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Come on, gotta go, gotta go.
Trubisky with a give to Howard, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Gotta go.
They go counter with Howard. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 1st down, Trubisky. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Kenny Clark able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
Hurry. Go.
A give to Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Okay, even just being nice, the last 2 plays were not very good offensively. So if you're the play caller, was it the team's execution or was it strategy? If it was execution, you continue to call the game the way you're calling it. But if it's strategy, change up what you're doing and figure it out.
You see it?
Throwing here, Trubisky. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Nick Perry in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48.
Over.
They'll try to get something going with Ty Montgomery. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Dally, don't left, Dally. Hey, guys, check me out. Blue 58. Blue 58 on it. 319.
Rodgers looking to throw on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Flex. 319. 3-0 going.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
To throw on second down, Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Let's go, come on. 319.
Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Here's Rodgers to throw on second down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Rodgers to Cobb. Good for a Green Bay first. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
319.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Good. Hey, gotta go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. On second down, Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
The false start backs him up 5, first and 15.
Let's go. Hey, 18. Get up. Ready?
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Back north.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Throwing out route incomplete. It's Cobb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Right. We are going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
319.
Now Rodgers to throw on 3rd down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And Crosby puts it through, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. We talked early on about this defense needing to hold him under 100 yards. He's had a few good runs, but he is under 100, and maybe not coincidentally, they're trailing here in the 4th.
Well, sometimes the best plans actually do get executed, and so far they're on their game.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
You see it?
Running with Howard. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a 3rd down. He's back to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
You see it? Hey, 18.
Back to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
18.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
Returnable here for Davis. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Hey, 4 down. 319.
Now Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
We got three, fellas. 319.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen. It just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
Throw left side complete. That's Cobb. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
319.
To throw is Rodgers on 3rd down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this.
Blue. Come on, gotta go. Go.
Now Howard. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Josh Jones in on the stop.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 3rd down, it's Cohen, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. And maybe some indecision on getting the punt team out there, and they're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored. That's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Gotta be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickel and dime down the field.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch 18, watch 18.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he almost had it. Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give them another shot on 3rd down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
To throw is Rodgers. Looking deep for Adam. Oh, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, Neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And you can almost feel Trubisky saying, let's get to the line and hurry up. Now Trubisky to throw on second. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So that will be it. And how about that to start a season, Charles? Both teams 0-0-1.
GG.
Yeah, 0-0-1.
That is not what you expect to see when you look at the box scores, right? When you look at the standings after a game like that. And do you really think they worked the whole summer, the whole offseason to come in week 1 and leave with a tie?
No, I don't. But, hey, I guess better than being 0-1-0.
Good point.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.
GG, man. Oh man, what a game. Oh, got that NO right at the end. I shouldn't even have thrown it deep. I should have just threw the freaking slant route. Ah, GG.